Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, my name is Kelly Lewis, and welcome to Counter Conversations 2.0. Today, I am very, very happy to be joined by Meredith Klapheke. Meredith is a managing director, and I cannot wait for you to tell your story, your Beautycounter story. So, hi, Meredith.
Hi, thank you for having me here today.
I'm so glad you're here. Tell me where you are.
I'm in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is about an hour north of Nashville, Tennessee, which most people know Nashville now.
You know Nashville.
So we're pretty close to that.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did your Beautycounter journey start? Like, how did this kind of start for you?
Absolutely. So I joined Beautycounter a little over 8 years ago, actually, right about now. And I was really drawn to Beautycounter because of the mission. You hear that saying, like, you don't know what you don't know until you know it, and then you're shocked. Very much that sort of situation as far as me being introduced to Beautycounter. And we had struggled with infertility for many years. And over the course of that journey, it really opened my eyes to environmental toxins and just health and wellness and cleaning up my lifestyle. Fortunately, we did get pregnant and have a child. He's my little miracle baby. He's 10. But over the course of cleaning up my lifestyle, I was introduced to Beautycounter, and I was shocked because I felt like I was a pretty knowledgeable consumer, and I'm very educated. Like, I felt like, why did I not know this? How have I been duped by this industry? And after learning about it, I tried the products because I thought, I can love a mission, but I can't get behind using products that don't work because I'm a product junkie. I love my products.
Yes.
And when I tried them, I was like, okay, this is a winner. Not only is it safe for me, safe for my child, good for the planet, but also it works. And that was really the moment of like, all right, I'm going to sign up to be a consultant.
So I think you told me another reason you signed up to be a consultant. Tell me about that. Yeah.
So I truly joined for the discount. I had never been part of a direct sales company. I quite frankly had a little bit of a negative connotation around direct sales companies. We all met those people that we don't want to be, right?
Yes.
And I really had no desire to really ever be part of that until Beautycounter came around. And so I decided to be part of it, but really only for the discount. In fact, I told my friend / mentor, I was like, listen, I'm here just for the discount and to pay for my habit. I want to pay for my Beautycounter habit. Because I felt like that was an easy thing to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to share this. When I love something, I'm going to talk about it because we're women and that's what we do.
Yes.
But I thought if I can just use this at a discount and share it with a few people enough so that I can pay for the products that I want, because I wanted everything. Which back then we didn't even have that much. Now we have all kinds of stuff. So it's even better to pay for your habit. But that really was my goal. Let's just see what happens here and pay for my habit.
Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. Yeah, it's good stuff. It performs. It really does perform.
Right.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you love most about Beautycounter? Like, what's your thing that you love most?
Right. Well, obviously I love the mission and the products, but there's so much more than just that. And while those things definitely drew me in, I have stayed for so many more reasons. One of them being the advocacy side of things, which I truly had no idea really was even something that Beautycounter was doing when I joined. And that has been an incredible experience. And I can speak to that in a second. But also really what has kept me here more than anything is the impact that we're making collectively in the community. And when I talk about the impact, I mean, just, the world is a really heavy place and there's a lot going on. And sometimes you feel helpless and like, what can I do to make this world a little bit better? And that's something that I tell my son every day. I'm like, if we can just do something every day to make the world a better place and leave it better than we found it, then we've done something good. And it helps you sleep better at night, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's something that is like meaningful change. And to me, that's what Beautycounter is. And the more people that we have doing this work, the bigger our collective impact is. And I sleep really well at night. Well, I don't really sleep well at night, but that's not because of this. I can put my head down at night knowing that I am making a positive change in the world, that we are moving an industry to a safer place for everyone, regardless of whether or not they ever buy from me, right? Yeah. And that feels really, really good. And I love letting my child see me be part of something that is doing good, because I want to set that example for him as well.
Yeah.
And then the community piece, I wasn't really looking for more friends when I joined Beautycounter. I wasn't looking for a community to be part of. I felt like that part of my life was already really rich. Mm-hmm. And this made me realize that there was so much more out there. Some of my dearest friends have now, friendships have happened because of Beautycounter. Yes. And I'm not just talking about people on my team. I'm talking about people sidelines, uplines, downlines, like all over the place. And it's just been really incredible. And Kelly, I was telling you this before, that our community actually had a tornado in December. And it was a horrible tornado. It was devastating for our town. And so many people wanted to help. And I had a lot of people on social media and friends just reaching out, like, what can we do? What can we do? And I started collecting money to give back directly. I was buying blankets and food and all the things. And at the end of it all, I stepped back and looked at, who stepped up and really supported our community, because I want to thank them. And I was shocked by how many Beautycounter consultants had supported my community during a time of need. And these weren't just people that I knew. These were consultants that I didn't know very well, people that live across the country that just wanted to send, $20 to help us buy blankets for somebody who had just lost everything.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of the power of a community like this, and both in terms of what we're doing for Beautycounter's mission, but also what we do for each other outside of that.
I love that so much. So you were speaking a little bit before about the advocacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about advocacy with Beautycounter. What does that look like for you? And what does that look like for you?
Yeah. So when I joined Beautycounter, I knew that Beautycounter had that as one of the pillars, but I really didn't fully understand it. Politics was not really an area that I had been involved in the past. I'm an accidental activist at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
But I won the DC trip in 2018, which that is something that Beautycounter does every few years. We take around 100 consultants to DC to advocate for more health protective laws at a federal level. It's a really important part of what Beautycounter does, and it's a really incredible piece of our mission, because it sets us apart from truly everyone else. You don't see many companies doing that, And what I loved about it is, I worked really hard to earn a trip to go work really hard. And it was so rewarding. But it opened my eyes to a whole new world of, not only do we need to be at home talking to our friends and our families, but we have to go speak to the people who can actually make the change at a federal level. And they have to hear from the constituents. And the more they hear from us, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Like, you've got to make noise. And the more consultants that we have, the more clients that we have, the more people texting Better Beauty to 52886, the bigger impact that we have. And so that first DC trip for me was really a game changer for just how much I wanted to be involved with Beautycounter. And it also helped, my clients realize, like, wow, this is more than just lipstick. Like that ad that we had in the New York Times at one point. It was like, if you think you're just sick, you're not paying attention.
Yes, I love that so much.
I do too. That to me is just, that really does summarize Beautycounter in a nutshell. We sell amazing lipstick.
We really
but
do.
Also we have an incredible mission.
Yes,
and that's something I can get behind. And I just feel like more and more clients, consumers, we all want to be part of something and support things that are doing good.
Yeah.
And Beautycounter does that.
Yeah. So one of the things that I'm really excited about is our new incentive that we have, that our Drive 50 incentive. You want to tell the people about the Drive 50?
Sure. I'm all about an incentive. In fact, early on when I did join, one of the things that kind of moved me from, I'm just doing this for the discount, to I've built a really large sustainable business, is I love to win things. Like, I really love incentives. I don't necessarily consider myself competitive against others, but I'm very competitive against myself. So when you dangle a carrot, I'm like, I want to win it.
Yes.
So it was, and so I really did, just start winning all these little incentives starting in the beginning, because I was like, oh, I'd love a free sunscreen or a hat or an umbrella or a car.
or
So we have
car.
a really incredible incentive going on right now through the end of October. And every week, our corporate offices HQ, they are drawing for a weekly prize that are awesome. Like
they're valued at over $500 each prize.
Yeah.
Like, they are insane. They're so
They
great.
are. I want them all. And then the grand prize, every entry goes into the grand prize bucket for a bright red, beautiful Tesla. So I know I can like see it in my garage right now. I'm manifesting it. And basically, to win entries into it, you are adding advocates to our mission and to your team and helping them get off to a successful start by hitting $100 in their first 30 days. So it's really exciting.
It's so exciting and so amazing. And honestly, I've never heard of anyone winning a Tesla for doing something that you love and spreading the mission of such an amazing company. I love our mission and I love what we do. It's really, really exciting. It's an exciting time to be a part of Beautycounter right now.
Somebody's got to win. Might as well be you, right?
Might as well be you. Might as well be you. So if you could leave someone with one thing about Beautycounter, like what's the one thing you would want someone to know about Beautycounter?
In terms of deciding whether or not to join, or if you're already here, I would just say, just do it and figure it out as you go. So many things that I've done in life, and I'm sure many of you can relate, is I feel like I need to know everything before I can start doing it. And for some reason, when I joined Beautycounter, I just had a different mindset. And my mindset was, you know what? I have no idea what I'm doing. I know I love the products. I know I love the mission. I know I want to tell other people about those things. I am just going to figure it out as I go. And I've been figuring out as I've been going for 8 years, and I still don't know everything. And I still have to ask a ton of questions, and I still mess up all the time, but I'm feeling my way up. And that's truly been a life lesson, but it's also paid off really well in this business. And so my advice to someone is, if you're thinking about joining, just give it a try. Like, what do you have to lose? If nothing else, you get a discount and you can pay for your habit for a little bit. Best case scenario, you can build something that is sustainable for you and helping your life and whatever that looks like. Like, everybody's definition of success is totally different. And that's the really cool thing about this, is it really does get to be yours. And I would just say, try it. You know, imperfect action is better than perfect inaction every single day. And give it a try.
I love that. You are wonderful. I absolutely adore you. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you.
You guys, if you have any questions at all, head on over to beautycounter.com. We can get all your questions answered there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Meredith.
Thanks.